Hi, hello, hello everybody. How are you? Can you still remember me? What's my name again? My name is Teacher Ruben, and I'm saying welcome back to school. Our lesson for this week is the continuation of our lesson last week, Myself, All About Me, Part 2. Are you ready, kids? Let's go. Let us have a review of what we have learned last time. What did we learn last time? It's all about me. When the teacher says hi, you answer hello. And when the teacher says hello, you answer hi. I hope you can remember that. Here is the teacher saying hi, and the students answered hello. Oh, this is just a review. When the teacher says hi, you answer hello. Here comes the teacher, and he says hello, and the students answered hi. Is the reverse. When the teacher says hello, the student will answer hi. And when the teacher says hi, the students will say hello. The teacher is here again, and he says good morning. And the students answered good morning, teacher. When someone says good morning, you answer good morning. Here is he again, and he says, good afternoon. The students answered, good afternoon, teacher. So when somebody says, good afternoon, what will you say? Again? Yes, it is good afternoon. Here comes the teacher again, and he says, hi. Student number one answered, hello. Here comes the teacher again, and he says, how are you? Student number one answered, I'm fine, thank you. When someone asks you, how are you? You answer, I'm fine, thank you. Here is the teacher asking, what's your name? Student number one answered, my name's Tom. Again, my name is Tom. And here is he again. He asked, how old are you? Student number one answered, I am 8 years old. Again, I am 8 years old. Now the teacher is here again. He asked, what grade are you in? I am in grade 3. Again, I am in grade 3. What grade are you in? Can I listen? Yes, I am in grade 3. Here comes the teacher and he says, please tell me about yourself. Student number 3 answered, hello everybody, good afternoon. My name is Eve. I am 8 years old. I am in grade 3. And kids, that was a review. I hope you have learned something about that and you can now memorize to say something about yourself. Our lesson for this week is about myself, part 2. The question is, where do you live and where do you study? Are you ready for a lesson for this week? Let's go. It's now time for us to learn our lesson for this week. The question is, where do you live and where do you study? Here is the teacher and the students, and he's asking student number one, where do you live? And student number one answered, I live in Salaya. How about you? Where do you live? When someone asks you, where do you live? You tell the place where you live. Just like me, I said, I live in Putamonton. Here is the teacher again asking student number one, where do you study? Student number one answered, I study at Pratamnak Suankulap Mahamongkon School. What's the name of your school? Do you know the name of your school? May I listen, please? Yes, that's it. Here's the teacher again asking student number two, where do you live? And student number two answered, I live in Nontaburi. Student number two lives in where? Nontaburi. And he said, I live in Nontaburi. Here comes the teacher again asking student number two, where do you study? And student number two answered, I study at Pratamnak Suankulap Mahamongkon School. How about you? Where do you study? Can you tell me? Here comes the teacher asking student number three, where do you live? And student number three answered, I live in Bangkok. Again, I live in Bangkok. Student number two lives in Bangkok. Here comes the teacher again and he says, where do you study? And student number three answered, I study at Pratamnak Suankulap Mahamongkon School. What's the name of the school? Can I listen? Yes, that's it. Here's the teacher again asking student number four, where do you live? And student number four answered, I live in Nakhon Pathom. I live in Nakhon Pathom. Now, student number four lives in where? Can you answer? Yes. Very good. Here's the teacher again asking student number four, where do you study? And student number four answered, I study at Pratamnak Suankulap Mahamongkon School. What's the name of the school again? Very good. That's your school. Now the students will practice how to introduce themselves from student number one up to number four. Please listen carefully so that you will also know how to introduce yourself. Are you ready? Here comes the teacher. And he said, please introduce yourself. Student number one answered, hello everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Tom. I am 8 years old. I am in grade 3. I live in Salaya. I study at Pratamnak Suankulap Mahamongkon School. Good job, student number one. Very good. Here comes the student again asking student number two to introduce himself. Please introduce yourself. Student number two answered, hello everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Tim. I am 8 years old. I am in grade 3. I live in Nontaburi. I study at Pratamnak Suankulap Mahamongkon School. Very good, student number 2. Here's the teacher and the students, and he asked student number 2 to introduce herself. Please introduce yourself. Student number 3 answered, hello everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Eve. I am 8 years old. I am in grade 3. I live in Bangkok. I study at Pratamnak Suankulap Mahamongkon School. Very good, student number 3. What's her name? Her name is Eve. Here comes the teacher again asking student number 4 to introduce herself. Please introduce yourself. Hello everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Pinky. I am 8 years old. I am in grade 3. I live in Nakhon Pathom. I study at Pratamnak Suankulap Mahamongkon School. Very good. Student number 4. What's her name? Her name is Pinky. Great job, student number 1, 2, 3, and 4. How about you, my dear grade 3 students? Can you introduce yourself now? I know you can now do it by yourselves. Introduce myself. Let's do it next time. Here is an activity for you. Please answer this activity. Match the correct answer. Number 1 is, can you read number 1? What's number 1? What's your name? What's the answer? What's your name? Your answer will be, where? My name is Tom. Okay, that's the answer. And when somebody says, hello, what's your answer? Are you ready? Okay, the answer will be like this. So when someone says, hello, your answer will be, hi. Now, from this, here, and this one, and this one, please answer it by yourself. This one says, good afternoon. How are you? What grade are you in? How old are you? Okay, it's your turn to answer this question. You can have a picture of it and then you will answer this activity. It's a worksheet for you. And that is our lesson for this week, kids. Myself, All About Me Part 2. Now I know that you can introduce yourself by listening to this video, and I know that you can do the activity. Goodbye. This is Teacher Ruben. See you again next time. Bye bye, everyone.